Alright, here we go. So he's got a fire type, I've got a water type. That sounds like rock, paper, scissors to me, so I'm going to go for a hydro pump to finish it off. But come on, guys, that's silly of me. I should have just stealth rock so I don't miss that way. And I set up my stealth rocks, it doesn't miss, and I see him start to set up already. So I'm like, well, that sucks. So what am I going to go to take it? Heatran, potentially, I don't think it can learn Earthquake, so that would be a good option. But really, guys, come on now. What else do I have to take hits with? It's gonna be Cress. It was really weird. Like, I thought about the bug move in process of thinking would Heatran be good to switch in, and then when I looked at Cress, I just kind of forgot about it. So thankfully, I decided that Rest would be better to shift over Sleep instead of Burn, because I figured he'd still be setting up, and that putting it to sleep would help me a lot more, as he could just negate the Burn attack drop anyway. So thankfully I used Rest right there, and my Cress is still going to be useful. Otherwise I just almost completely blew it. So of course I end up bringing Heatran in anyway. I just go with a chance to see maybe a sub can live, but I didn't expect it would. Maybe he would switch and I'd get a sub. So protect against some life, and I gotta hope I kill it. But he's probably got a fire resist berry or focus sash. Nope. He's got nothing. He's got a +6 Leafeon at full hit points that he just lets die in one hit. And I've got minimal special attack investment with Lava Plume, so that's not even Flamethrower or Fire Blast. So I don't know what he was thinking with that one. So I switch out immediately back to Cress so I can get this thing asleep as well. And unfortunately it misses, so he gets up one dance. It's like, really? Come on. So I go with it again. I haven't yet missed both Sleep Talks in a row, but I always miss the first one, so now he's got a second speed boost as opposed to just one, which is really annoying. If he had just one, I could bring in Gyarados. I could bring in Dragonite and get a dance up of my own. I could use I could use Tangrowth, put up Sunny Day, and be faster. But instead, after Sunny Day, I'm still going to be slower. So that sucks. That's what that 50% miss does for me. So I get up my Sun. And unfortunately, he wakes up, hits me with an Ice Punch, and that's going to ruin my Tangrowth, because it's got very little defensive investment whatsoever. So I do hit him with the Solar Beam, however. I manage to survive and dish out 630 points back in his face. So, punk. Anyway, in comes Drapion. I quickly check, and I don't think it has any priority. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. But I've got Sun Up now. I'm not going to have a chance to get Sun Up again later. So I'm thinking I probably should just stay in and go for the hit. I don't know if Earthquake or Solar Beam is going to be more effective. I end up just going with Earthquake because it is super effective. And he just gets a Swords Dance up. He knew I'd kill myself and decided to set up some more. That's all this guy does, is set up and expect one guy to take it all the way. But in this case, it just might work. He's potentially faster than Dragonite. I'm not sure. I don't want to risk it yet, as he could have Ice Fang. So he's potentially faster than Dragonite. He's potentially faster, or is Heatran still hanging around? I forget what happened to Heatran, but I wasn't really thinking about him at this time. Obviously, he's potentially got Night Slash as a stab move to beat up Cress, but Cress is just what I go to take hits. It'll, at the very worst, scout out his coverage move so I can decide what else to bring in. So I bring in Cress to shift over a Burn immediately. As he is really low, I might be able to protect and substall him. But he doesn't have Dark Stab. He's just got Poison Stab. So not quite sure what's going on with that. I am assuming he predicted a switch and used Earthquake. Maybe he didn't know Cress levitates. But the fact that he uses Earthquake again here as I switch out, because I've got nothing to do now. So I figure I saw Poison Jab and I saw Earthquake. Dragon will be safe. I'm potentially faster, so let's find that out. He goes with Earthquake again, as I mentioned, which is very strange. I am indeed slower, no big deal. It doesn't hurt me whatsoever. If he did have Ice Fang, I still would have been okay, because I've got the Ice Resist Berry. And I got a little greedy. I should have just left with one dance, finished it off. I would have had that extra 25% hit points. But I got greedy, and I figured, let's just go for it. So I've got my dances up now. I'm just thinking on which moves to use. So I'm just going to go with Earthquake this turn instead of immediately to Outrage, because that way it just gives me an extra turn of decision making. And he brings in a Toxicroak, which sucks. I know it's going to Sucker Punch, so I'm thinking if I Dragon Dance, and he sucker punches, he'll miss, and maybe he won't sucker punch again. If I Dragon Dance and I'm wrong, I'm in deep trouble, however. But I end up going for it because I figure that's going to look more pro, so that's what I do, and it works out cool. So great! And now it's just, is he still going to go for it, or is he going to let me dance up more? But at that point, I knew I had to go for the kill. I couldn't risk it. And he made the smart play and staying in and continuing to go for it. So that was the right play on his part. And he's got Ambipom, which normally Inner Focus would be great, but unfortunately he's got so much priority it finishes me off. And being greedy with that second dance is the end of my Dragonite sweep. So even though it couldn't flinch me, which sucks. So misses a double hit. It's not like it matters. It would have done like 100 points to Cress. I of course miss my Sleep Talk. So now it U-turns, which still doesn't really hurt Cress whatsoever. And I'm going to Sleep Talk again, which Psycho Shifts, yay! It gets it. But it's not really a big deal, so I don't really know what that thing's even going to do. It's obviously slow as dirt. I would assume since it's leading off, it's going to want to set up Stealth Rock. I predict a switch and go with Psycho Shift again, just because that's how much I don't fear this thing. So, but he's obviously going to hang around, so I'll go to Gengar and see if I can set up a substitute. Which I do. I set up a sub, and he's still sleeping. Which is nice, but it also doesn't really matter. So at this point, I'm kind of retarded sometimes, and I thought it was part rock. So I went with Focus Punch, which does nothing, and then I feel like an idiot. So now I decide to Shadow Ball it, and Shadow Ball completely wrecks it, so that just makes me look retarded. But whatever, no biggie. It leaves it with just a little bit of hit points, and it does in fact Stealth Rock, so all this turn of it sleeping was totally irrelevant, because he didn't even do anything when he woke up. Sorry dude, Stealth Rock ain't gonna help you on the last turn of the game. All he did was try to set up something, which if his guys were faster, maybe, but it's not about how much you set up, it's about when, and as my Dragonite proved, I just got a little greedy with it and made a mistake of my own. But that's gonna be the match, guys, so thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you later. Peace.